What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I wanted to come on and check in because on Tuesday I was supposed to be live, but as I mentioned on my Tarot Tuesday post, work has been crazy. So I've been bouncing around multiple offices. So Tuesday didn't work out, but here I am today. Just want to check in with you all, see what's up. Say good morning, great morning, grand rising, all of that. I just rolled out. Ooh, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention or if you're on TikTok. What up? I'm on TikTok, but I'm the old lady on TikTok. I just watch everybody else's stuff. But they've been making whipped coffee, and I tried it out, and it's extra delicious, and I'm not going to drink coffee any other way. So if you have not tried whipped coffee and you are a coffee drinker, go check it out because it's good. What up, Nicole, D, Tony, Miss Garfield? How y'all doing? Grand Rising. What y'all doing up so early? Tony says, I'm trying to learn how to do the TikTok. See, look at us. We sound old talking about TikTok like that. Help me do the TikTok. What's up, Moonbeam? I love that name. That's so cool. I am wearing my Lover Goddess pendant. I actually sell this in the shop. If you're interested, click the link in the bio. I've been filling a lot of orders, and I think it's because of the quarantine. A lot of people are bored at home, online shopping. So, hey, if you are interested in welcoming more love, abundance, beauty into your life, go ahead and check it out. It has sand from my favorite beach in it. I can't go to the beach because of the quarantine, but I have sand over here at my house, so that's good. Tony, you couldn't sleep, huh? Looking fresh. I just rolled out of bed, so I hope so. Tony says, I can't wait until I get the funds so I can get one. Yeah, that's right. They're not going anywhere, so don't. If your money is funny right now, don't worry. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. So a little update on me, and then you guys can feel free to tell me what you want to tell me. I am a social worker, so I'm considered essential staff. So I'm at work every day. I ended up taking part of Thursday and Friday off just because I started to feel stressed out. And I'm glad I took the days off. I feel good. It's interesting living in these times. I mean, they're uncertain, right? Things are changing, morphing, they're turning into something that they haven't been before. So it's been really interesting to try and stretch my mind and my imagination to figuring out what this new life is going to look like. Still looking, oh, thanks, Tony. Tony says, still looking beautiful. Appreciate it. Moonbeam, money is funny. Yeah. I wish you safety and amazing health. Thank you, Moonbeam. Same to you. So if you want to jump into a couple readings, we can do that. Let me know if you have a specific question or a topic. Go ahead and drop your questions, your topics, anything here. Moonbeam was ready. Does my ex miss me during this quarantine? How does Moonbeam's ex feel? How does Moonbeam's ex feel? What up, Cara? What's Moonbeam's ex feeling? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, all those here for the highest good of all involved. Help us out. Moonbeam wants to know. All right, let's see. You know, I think right now your ex is taking advantage of the time apart, of the alone time, to heal, to really look into what happened between the two of you and to figure out like what direction he wants to move in going forward. And I say that because we have a bunch of cards here. Okay, so one of the first two that fell out were the Magician and the Hermit. And when those two come out, it's about like deep acknowledgement and understanding. It's about turning your knowledge into wisdom and then doing something about it. So he's in reflection mode. He's reflecting on all the things that have happened between the two of you, trying to like understand it. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and Four of Pentacles. And the bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. So here he is, he's trying to work on the things that were an issue within the relationship. He's working on the emotional block he's got going on and his need to argue and fight and be dramatic. Okay, so he's working on those things, which is leading me to believe that he's learning from the experience. He's bettering himself from the experience. So I would not interrupt that process, but he's definitely reflecting on the things that have happened with you and trying to make himself better. Nicole, I'm just going in order too, so don't repeat your question 1,000 times, please. It's going to be so hard to keep track of. So Nicole, I see you, girl. No more, okay? Just once. Because that's going to be confusing going down the line. But Nicole, I got you. You're next. Stop typing that. Moonbeam says, thank you. I really appreciate it. It brings me peace. Yep. You're welcome, girl. Thanks for being here. Nicole, what are Joe's true intentions toward me? How does Joe feel toward Nicole? What are Joe's intentions? How does Joe feel? All right, girl. Joe doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And because of that, he risks hurting you. And so I would leave him alone. Okay, so look, what are his intentions? He doesn't have intentions of opening up. He might hurt you or disappoint you or lie to you or entertain other people at the same time as you. So if you're looking for fun, Joe's the one. If you are looking for something more substantial, leave him alone. D, what does Brennan feel about me and what are his intentions? All right, Brendan, what does Brendan feel towards D? Okay, we got some cards here. All right. He's into you. He's into you. You look really nice to him. I mean, this was the first card that came out. You got your shit together. You're strong in yourself. You understand who you are. You're wise. I think he wants to take action towards communicating with you, working on a relationship, a communicative, or at least working on communicating with you. With the Knight of Swords, it's a message coming in hot. And with the Eight of Pentacles, he's like, hey, I'm working on me to like match your level. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords, some sort of truth is coming out. And we have the Taurus card. Yeah. He looks at you very highly. He sees you as someone who's very stable, very abundant, right? Because there's 3 earth sign cards here. So he looks at you as someone like very physically intriguing. And with this Knight of Swords, he's coming to you quick. Okay, he's working up that courage. He's trying to figure out his angle. Yeah. Okay, so with that argument, that makes sense. He's thinking about what was being said. Okay, and he has some things to say about that. I don't think you've heard the last of him. He wants to talk. He wants to express his side of things, or at least work on the things that you brought up in the argument. You're welcome, D. I hope that helps you in some way. Yeah, y'all, thank you for liking the video, for commenting, for sharing, for subscribing. It helps a lot. We have lots of great conversations here. I also recently started a podcast called Lover Goddess. Sometimes y'all get on here, you want to know all my personal business. Well, guess what? That's where you're going to find it. I talk about lots of topics regarding sex, regarding self-love, I do a lot of workshops outside of YouTube. I do workshops in person and online about the divine feminine, your yoni, keeping that poom poom on fleek. So if those are some things that are interesting to you, definitely go on to Anchor and search Lover Goddess. I'll put a link down in the description too. Okay, I'm trying to find where I was. Blessings to everyone. Bows and bubbles. Let's see. How will my future love partner be? Bows and bubbles. Bows and bubbles. Partner. How will Bows' future partner be? Ooh. Okay, so the first two cards that came out are reminding you that you are ultimately in charge of what you accept into your life, okay? And who you decide to build with, okay? These three cards are reminders for you to visualize these things, to dream them up, to get clear yourself about what you would like from people entering your life so that you are able to recognize it when it appears. So spend some time really visualizing and manifesting that partner, the characteristics that you would like that person to have. Now, after you spend some time doing that, like the second message here is that this is someone who is extremely caring, who is in it for the long haul, who will stand by your side through thick and through thin. Someone that you've dreamed of, that is emotionally fulfilling, that is like your rainbows and butterflies, your happily ever after. So it's definitely worth waiting on, worth waiting for, and worth getting greater clarification, right? By sitting with yourself and connecting to this person. You can connect with your soulmate's energy even if they are not currently with you right now. Whatever is yours has a specific energy signature that resonates to you and only you. So you can start to like call them towards you. And these are all things we can talk about in greater depth at a later time. Okay, Tony, what do I need to do for my business if I don't have the funds to start? I would suggest getting some ideas together. Like, what would you create? Start researching other people's businesses. Like, especially if you're going to do the meal prepping and stuff, figure out what other people are meal prepping. What sort of recipe would you create? How much money would you make it cost? Where would people pick it up? Would you be delivering? Like, these are all sorts of things to spend time on. You don't have to have money in order to see or learn from other parties, other individuals. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can do some research. Find people, places, and opportunities that look like the things that you would like to do. Yeah, be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself about what you would like for these things to look like. Okay, we have the two here, the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Money is tight, so you know, start thinking about things you can do when you get the money. You don't have to have it all, everything you need now. Now is like the planning stage, Tony. The planning and the research. Look up like your intended audience and your intended price range. What sorts of people are you trying to attract to you? What age groups? What income? What part of the city? And I'm okay with it. Will she be okay when I let go? Of course she will. She will learn to be okay. Yeah. And if you think about it, Miss Garfield, isn't it a lot better to allow this Leo the opportunity to be loved fully by someone else than half-heartedly by you if you're looking to other people? So sometimes we feel like we're doing someone else a favor by like half loving them or halfway doing right by them, when in reality that other person absolutely deserves the freedom, the space, and the opportunity to find whoever is right for them. So without even pulling cards, I would say, you know, you owe it to this person. If you know that it's the end, you owe it to them to discuss that. So Miss Garfield, what's Miss Garfield's advice with the Leo? Yeah, it's to make your choice, to communicate that you understand the relationship is not moving forward anymore. This Knight of Pentacles, he's so slow moving that he's not moving at all. And the Lovers is about making a decision, making a choice that is good. Making the just choice, the choice that is fair. So absolutely, I would say it's time to make your decision and time to make it known so that the other parties can heal and grow and find who they need to find. Maria, what is my ex feelings for me? Maria says. How does Maria's ex feel toward her? Ooh, a whole lot of cards had to come out. How does Maria's ex feel? 2 cards. He feels like you betrayed him, that you got one over on him. He feels an empty victory. He doesn't feel good about how things went down, and he might be trying to come back around. So that's something to prepare yourself for. If you're happy about the idea of him coming back around or her coming back around, then great. If not, it's time to, you know, start setting those energetic boundaries, because this person does want another chance. Joanna, how does Frank feel about me? No contact right now. Okay. How does Frank feel about Joanna? Well, he might not be in contact right now, but he's definitely watching you from behind the scenes, maybe on social media, something like that. I say that because I have the High Priestess here. That card also means for you to listen to your intuition about the situation. If there's some sort of feeling you have about what he has or hasn't done, I need you to trust it. It looks like he's going to be contacting you soon as well. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. I would not be surprised if he contacted you and again tried to smooth things over a little bit. But I don't think anything is going to come of the situation than what has already come of it. So is he going to come back around? Probably. Is it going to be more of the same shit? Probably. So that's up to you. Love you, girl. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. A general reading for Kara. Let's see. Oh, Tony, good. You got all that, your menu and your pricing. Okay, so then maybe, Tony, you should be focusing on like your business page, your Facebook page, your Etsy page, getting people, because you don't have the money right now doesn't mean you can't get a plan together. And it's not just the general plans. Like, there's so much into putting a business together, not to overwhelm or scare you, but there's a lot to look into, you know? So maybe dig a little bit deeper. Yeah, Miss Garfield, for sure. I understand that. I was there very recently. Okay. Who else? Jet, oh, that's what, sorry, Kara. Kara Danny, general reading. What does Kara need to know at this time? All right, girl, I think, you know, there's some alone time that's required, time on your own, time to reflect, time to dig into your subconscious, to your feelings, your emotions, your inner knowing. And I think your inner knowing will tell you that it's time to leave certain people, places, and opportunities behind, because there is something so much better waiting for you on the other side of that. And you can see beneath that, there's a 2 of Cups. So if you're in a situation right now with a partnership, a relationship, a friendship, anything like that that is not fulfilling, I want you to separate yourself from it, because There's something better coming if you will allow it to. If this has nothing to do with relationships, then it's more about diving in deep to your inner psyche and discovering what is still there and what needs to be addressed in order to lead you to greater happiness and success in your life. Glamour, what's coming up in my love life next? What's coming up in my love life next for Glamour Addie? I've got some yoni steams I gotta ship today. Yoni steams are going up on the website as well shortly. Yoni steaming is wonderful. If you've never tried it, it feels super great. It's wonderful if you have cramps, like really bad cramps, if you have PCOS, if you have vaginal dryness, if you have yeast infections, bacterial vaginosis, can be remedied by yoni steam. So I know money's funny right now, but when money isn't funny, go ahead and click the link in my videos and get your body right. Glamour Addie, what's coming up for love with Glamour Addie? That's right, Cara, you're doing the work. That's dope. That means something better is coming to you. What's coming for Addie, Glamour Addie? Glamour Addie in love. So the first card, Glamour, is the Two of Wands, and that card is about moving past all of the places that you've been, moving forward from past lovers, past experiences, and past hurt. I think that once you decide to move forward from the past, that is when you begin to receive like the greater blessings within your love life, the healing that you require, the vulnerability and the desire to be vulnerable. The Judgment card comes up too. There's some sort of message or understanding that you reach. It's like a higher level in love. You are able to magnetize to you better partners. Whew. Sometimes it's like right there, but it doesn't come out. You're able to manifest to you better suited partners as you same sort of partners. It looks like you're busting through that whole cycle so that you are now able to attract to you partners who deserve you, who can bring more to you. So your advice at this time is to continue planting seeds in your garden, to continue to pay attention to yourself, to your self-love, to what you're building for yourself, because when we are spending that creative energy on ourselves, we become magnets for our desires. Sorry, that took me a little weirdness to get out, but sometimes it bees like that. Tony, how does Lenise feel about me? You're doing that currently? You're welcome, Glamour. You're right on track then. You're right where you need to be. How does Lenise feel about me? How does Lenise feel about Tony? Good morning, Gemini rising. How does Lenise feel about Tony? I don't think she's completely let go. We have a lot of we have the Six of Cups. This is like the sweet memories from the past. We have the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. Tony, I don't think she knows right now. It's not written. This part isn't written. This part you guys get to decide on your own. And that's what a lot of this whole COVID-19 stuff is we're entering into timelines that are not solidified. You know, we have more power than ever right now to manifest and create the realities that we would like to see. So when you all are asking me these questions, the clarity that you receive, that's great, but I also want you to take it with a grain of salt, because you are a master manifester. You get to create and decide what is right for you. You can get a reading from me and then make the complete opposite choice, and that's fine. That's okay. There are many different possibilities. So, Tony, in saying that, this could go either way. It could go either way. It depends on what you both decide to do together. Joanna, I read yours already, boo. You got to go back in the video. I definitely read yours. You didn't get skipped. But I am saving the video. You can go back and see it. Gemini rising. So here on this channel, it's all about Jungian tarot. What does that mean? It means I use tarot as a way to jump into your psyche, to jump into your personality, those sorts of things. It's not necessarily predictive because, as I just explained, our reality is not necessarily finite. We have the control. We get to decide. We have free will, all of that. So what my tarot readings do is help to illuminate your best choices, what's going on internally, subconsciously, what to be aware of, and how to move around your obstacles. This channel is also about sexual empowerment. We talk a lot about yoni health, the divine feminine, holistic healing, etc. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Joanna, I promise it's on here, okay, boo? Tony says, I don't think she has either. I haven't either, and I'm just trying to focus on my business and become a better person. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's the key. That's the key to everything, right? Is to stop looking outside of ourselves for our power. It's not in any other person, any other place, any other thing, experience. It's inside of us. And anyone who makes us feel a certain way is just activating something that is already within us. So yes, we are the answer to everything, y'all. It all starts with us. Miss Garfield, I'll be getting with you later this week for a reading. Got to get back to work. Sounds dope, girl. I will be here. I'll make sure to put the link to all of my things in the description. Like I mentioned, I've got a podcast going on. I've got a store with some magical items, including this necklace, the Lover Goddess necklace I'm wearing. I've got protection keychains, yoni steams, goddess baths, all types of stuff. I'm just turning my cards over. They're all sorts of crazy. Welcome, Gemini rising. Yes, for sure. For sure. We have a little family going on. I do Tarot Tuesday every Tuesday. And if I don't make it on Tuesday, I make it up to you. We also started a weekly segment for our weekly affirmations. So yeah. Don't think she has. Okay, Lucy A. What can I expect this April? Ooh, that's a big question, right? All right, Lucy. Hey, the only rule here is say your question one time, okay? That's the only rule. One time. Lucy, what can Lucy expect this April? What's going on for Lucy in April? Yes, you may. Everyone can ask a question. I just do it one time though, okay? Just put it down once. If you feel like you got skipped, you can be like, hey, I think you skipped me. But I most likely didn't because I'm going in order. All right, Lucy A. This April, you can expect a lot of creative energy, a lot of inspiration. You could be receiving a lot of ideas for new projects, new ventures, new opportunities to create wealth and money. Okay, this is from the Emperor and the King of Wands. If you have an Aries in your life, or if you are an Aries yourself, they're showing up very fiery. You know, I think April is going to challenge you to persevere, to be strong, to continue on, even in the face of challenge and obstacle. Just like the Emperor and the King of Wands, they have their minds on their goals, on what they would like. The month of April is to set your heart and your mind on your goals and to stay focused on that. We also have the Fool and the Knight of Cups. And so, as it relates to love, new friendships, new opportunities. Boldly explore that. Put yourself out there. Be willing to be vulnerable, to listen to the voice of your intuition and your emotions, even if they don't necessarily make sense, because you are being led to some beautiful new horizons if you continue to keep your heart open to it. Okay? So, lots of good things in April, and it might be kind of hard to imagine that considering what's going on in the world right now, but what is yours is meant for you. It's written for you. Okay. Laura, may I get a message from Spirit? Yes. What does Spirit have to say to Laura? All right, Laura, you got the Eight of Swords, and that card is a reminder for you that you are not alone and that the answers you are seeking are not going to come to you logically. They're not going to come to you by thinking it to death. They are going to come to you by tapping into your inner world, by tapping into your intuition, to your higher self. Require you to have faith in yourself and your path and to take a step forward, even if you feel like you don't know how. This individual is not being kept by anyone or anything but herself. She is holding herself back for no reason. And in this way, you are being asked to tap into whatever situation in your life is making you feel caged or restricted, and to exchange that fear for faith. All right. Who are we on? That was for Laura. Gemini rising. I don't know how or when I found you, but I'm glad I did. Aw, I'm happy. I'm happy too, Gemini rising. You seem dope. Yes, everyone can ask a question. My love life. Okay, bling bling. Every time I come on, you see my love life this year. Who's coming into my life this year for bling bling? What's going on for bling bling? Hi, Style and Coffee. Bling bling. Ooh, okay. This is dope, bling bling. So you have new opportunities coming into your life for love. But what this, ooh, and it could be a Virgo. If it's not a Virgo, what this is requiring of you is to learn those lessons, man. There's some lessons that you've been really like stubborn about, or some things that you've been stubborn about that you need to accept and you need to act on and you need to implement in your life so that you can prove to the universe, hey, I know what to do. I know how not to fuck this up. And that's when you get the relationship. That's when you get the love. That's when you get this divine counterpart. But you got to grow up a little bit. You got to stop doing the things that you know you shouldn't be doing. You got to be a little wiser when it comes to love. Oh, this coffee is so good. Bling says, wow. Wow. Did you like that? Did you like that one? Bling bling. Okay, Style and Coffee says, I sent my adult son to live with his father. Will this help my child get on track? I think I made a bad decision. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Style and Coffee. What does Style need to know about her baby? Well, I guess not baby, your adult son. Okay, bling bling. What's meant for you can't miss you, but you got to do the work. What does bling bling need to know? Hi, Ty. I'm well. How are you, boo? How does Style and Coffee son feel about this? Sorry, girl. I just want to get you a message that feels comfortable. So hold on. Okay, so we have a lot of swords when it comes to this situation, when it comes to him like living with your ex. And I think what all this sword stuff has to do is like you guys made a choice that seemed like the most logical choice. And I feel like you're also trying to implement some boundaries and to provide structure for your son in a way that perhaps he isn't used to. And because he isn't used to that, it's a little bit of a shock for him. It's a change. It's like, damn, like this wasn't necessarily what he wanted. And in some senses, he may feel like you turned your back on him in a way. However, I still think that this decision is best for him because of like the later outcome cards. He then is able to grow. Okay, he's able to grow in a way that allows him to have better happiness and a better potential legacy. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. He's having to learn to work and grow and become a better version of himself. He's learning to persevere, to overcome his difficulties. For sure. So definitely a hard decision, but I think that your decision is leading to greater results, to important results. Oop. Yeah, still open for questions. My computer's going to die probably in the next like 20 minutes, okay? So I'll do as many as I can. You're welcome. You're welcome. Gemini said, I just met this guy and the chemistry is insane. Is he my soulmate? What does Gemini rising need to know about this guy? The word soulmate is tricky, by the way. Soulmate can be any person who is meant to encounter you on your path and help teach you something, right? So we have many soulmates in our lives. We have many people who come to us to teach us about love, about life, about sex, about all sorts of things. So the word oh God, the word soulmate is really big, but so is this card. This 10 of Cups is a card that is very, very powerful. And I would absolutely say that this person has allowed them to be in your life. And I think, if you're a Gemini rising, then you're an air sign. And I was watching Amber Khan. I don't know if any of you guys watch her, but I was watching one of her lives, I think just yesterday. And she was talking about how we need to stop trying to possess other people. And instead of possessing them, focus on enjoying the time that you have with them. Just like when you admire a beautiful sky, like a beautiful rainbow, all you can do is admire it and spend time with it and be with it. You can't bottle the rainbow up. You can't take the rainbow home with you. So in this same way, enjoy, and this goes for everybody in here, enjoy the people that are in your life for what they are. And understand that the feelings that they shake up within you are already yours. It's already inside of you. You don't have to bottle this person up or like put them in a cage and put labels on everything in order for you to enjoy it. So I don't know why I was led to say that now, but girl, this person is important to your life, to your emotions, to your life path. Play with the connection and see what there is to learn from it. See what there is to experience. I bet you it's pretty damn awesome. I'm running out of breath. Atrania, my ex has been reaching out to me. Does he want to get back together? Probably. Shit. Probably. Let's see though. Atrania. Does Atrania's ex want to get back together? What are his motives? Oh, he's just as sneaky as ever. Yeah, he wants to get back together, but I don't know that he's changed, right? So here he is. He's looking back on the past. He's like, oh, yeah, she seems to be doing good. Let's offer my cup. There's a card of disappointment, emotional satisfaction. We have the Four of Wands and then the Knight of Wands. It looks like, if anything, he wants to come back for sex. So I don't know that he's changed or that he has something to offer you that you would, I mean, unless you just want to have sex with this person. But in terms of building or in terms of having more, I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket, okay? Aw, Gemini, you're nervous. He said, so true. I needed to hear this. Well, then I'm glad you found the page, boo. I'm sure I needed to hear it too. I mean, I can be stubborn sometimes, so I need to remind myself of the things that I know often. All right, Ty, it's finally your turn. I think. Yes. Oh, Style and Coffee said, how are things going with you this week, Amy? They're going great. I had to create some time for self-care by dipping out of work early on Thursday and taking Friday off. I was like, I can't do this. I need to be at home. I need to go to sleep. So ever since I made that decision, I'm feeling a million times better. I'm ready to take over the world on Monday. Not yet. I'm still chilling, but I'm glad to connect with y'all. Okay. Ty, any message from my spirit guides about me doing tarot? Bitch, if you don't start doing tarot, come on. Come on. What does Ty need to know about tarot? We have the Temperance card. Yeah. So, absolutely. So we have the Temperance card, the Emperor, the Fool, and the Four of Swords. So with those cards coming together, I would say you're absolutely being prepared for a spiritual career. It's time for you to get serious about what you think that should look like and then to go after it. Stop thinking so hard about it. If you feel drawn to it, then you're drawn to it for a reason. And we've been talking about your spirituality and how you're growing in spirituality for like the last year, I feel like. So absolutely. Come on. I think also that reading tarot requires you to be honest with yourself in a way that you have to be ready for. So look into your life, girl. What are you in denial about? And that's probably what's keeping you from jumping all the way into tarot, all the way into your spirituality, because there's something you know that you need to let go of. Also, I'm sorry for, yeah, not a year, but it seemed like a long time. Okay, it seems like a long time. Okay, positive for life. What is coming up for me and Kev? What's coming up for positive for life and Kev? Whoop. You feel like you don't have all the tools to do it. Girl, you have the whole internet, you have this fam, you have everything you need. Of course you can do it. Of course you can do it. And you know, like with tarot, a lot of people are like, "Oh, my intuition isn't strong. I can't do tarot." Well, tarot is going to help your intuition become stronger. So do it. Okay, so positive for life. What is coming up for me and Kev? Lots of conversations, lots of truth, lots of like meeting of the minds, probably because of the quarantine. There's a lot more time to talk, a lot more time for the truth to come out. What else is coming up for them? A rebirth. You guys, your relationship is transforming. in big ways. Are one of you a Scorpio? If so, that completely makes sense. If not, then this is about like the nature of the relationship, the depth of the relationship, changing, being reborn. I would like a reading about my housing, Richard says. I've been living in an Airbnb since October due to my bad credit and finance. You're welcome, Positive for Life. What does Richard need to know about his housing? Let's see. I would definitely, okay. There's a lot here about finances and needing to be frugal with your money. Hold on, Richard. I'm downloading here. So I think right now you're experiencing some dead ends that could be disappointing, right? Like you're like trying to figure your whole housing situation out, and these different avenues that you're exploring aren't panning out for one reason or another. I don't know, like, are you married? Do you have a wife? You have a woman involved in this too? Because I got some interesting cards here. Ultimately, the bottom of the deck when it comes to your housing situation is the Sun and the Ace of Wands. There is some unexpected avenue that makes itself available to you for housing. And I think that the way you kind of tap into that is by staying in your power, by consciously manifesting like this new opportunity, keeping your eye on the prize. The King of Wands is not deterred by his difficulty in achieving his goals. He keeps his eye set on the goal. What is it that I want? What is it that I need? And he doesn't break away from that. He is convinced that he will receive what is meant for him. And these small setbacks, he doesn't focus on the setbacks. He focuses on the outcome that he is reaching for. So for whatever reason, there's not a whole lot of information from this poll other than you needing to understand that it's going to work out and that your focus needs to be on your desired outcome and not on the obstacles in between. You want to meet someone? Someone is like right around the corner, because I had the King of Wands, Richard, and I also had the Queen of Wands together with some other, with like the Sun. There's like some sex on the way to you as well. That's why I was like, I don't know. Maybe you end up meeting someone that helps you solve this housing situation. Whatever it is, it works out in your favor. So don't get caught up in the worry of it. I don't know how this helped me, but it did. All right, y'all. Soulflower. Okay. I'm really trying to, thanks, Gemini. I'm trying to get through everyone. My computer's going to die. So bear with me if I have to cut you off. Make sure you subscribe. And the next time I'm online, you can drop me a unicorn and I will get you. Solar Flower. How does Damien feel for me? Solar Flower. That was too many cards. But let's get some other ones. How does Damien feel about Solar Flower? That's a cool name too. Ooh. Solar Flower. Solar Flower. I'm sorry. Okay, well, shit. Those cards really wanted to come out then. What was your question again? Damien. All right. How does Damien feel? We have some interesting cards. So I don't know if you guys have had a relationship already, or if you're curious about a relationship right now. Is he like an ex of yours? That would make the most sense to me, him being like an ex, because there's some energy of like sadness or regret or like not, it was a magical gesture. or things like feeling like they've been over. How does Damien feel? He's your ex. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of regret here about things feeling over with. Um, there's also the devil card. You know, the relationship was kind of toxic and codependent and controlling and a lot about sex and not really about a whole lot else. I think he's right now focusing on healing from all of that and getting back in touch with his own emotions and figuring out what he wants moving forward. But it looks like he's pretty content with being your ex. So if you're hoping for him to come back, I don't think he's going to. And honestly, girl, I don't think he needs to. He doesn't need to come back. Like when this card comes, oh, I was with a Capricorn for a while. Is he a Capricorn? Is he a Capricorn? Wasn't just about sex. Okay. But this card is about codependence. Like you guys felt like you couldn't live without each other for no reason. This is typically the Capricorn card, but when it doesn't represent Capricorn, it represents people who have given their power away to each other. So in the relationship, it's like you gave your power to him and he gave his power to you, and you guys like ran with each other's power. So I think right now he is recharging from all of it. And I think that you should spend some time recharging from it too. Okay. Hi. Okay, I gotta go because my computer is gonna die and I do want to try and save this. What's up, Ophelia? Yeah, so you have power. You don't have to want it because you have it. Stop wanting things, people. Don't want it. The second you want something, you're losing your power. You've given your power away to the thing. You don't want it. Ophelia, yes, I can pull one for you. Hopefully the computer doesn't die. What does Ophelia need to know at this time? King of Swords, it's important for you. Ophelia, it's important for you to express your truth in whatever form that is. You need to continue to express yourself, your boundaries, and your expectations to the people around you. If there are people in your life who are causing you extraneous drama, stress, or worry, you need to cut them out. Peace is priority, especially in these times. So if any individuals in your life are bringing you more drama than peace, it's time to let that go. Your peace is more important than most things, okay? So express your truth, don't apologize for it, and move forward with confidence, okay? Let whatever needs to end, let it end, and embrace these new beginnings. I love you guys. Thanks for spending your morning with me. I'm going to go so I can save this, okay? Bye, y'all.